My name is Claudio Cismas. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and this is my story. I grew up with my father was an alcoholic, and he was an addicted gambler, and so my mum went through domestic violence with my father, and they got divorced when I was 5 years of age. So growing up as a kid, I was having to witness that, and I tried to do what I could as a kid, but being helpless in many situations, I felt it was traumatizing for me. Yeah, I went through a lot of counseling. I was on a lot of medication I was chronically depressed.
Wow.
Bipolar, so I was on a lot of medication for that. If it wasn't for my mum, I would have probably ended up much, much worse. So, yeah, I mean, but growing up, that affected me in some way, having to see the violence in the house, and all the drinking and all the we pretty much grew up at one point just not having anything in the house. Yeah, but growing up, I did grow up in a Christian Orthodox family, and I did believe in God. I always believed, but my relationship wasn't that close. Jesus would only come around for Christmas and
Easter.
Yeah, I didn't know what it meant to have a relationship and be born again. I didn't know what the meaning of that was.
Right.
But when I was in my mid-20s, I got myself into a relationship, and we were living together for about 2 years, and one day I was even planning on marrying the girl, but things went wrong, and found out she cheated on me.
Okay.
So that did something to me that really, really just made me rebel, because I just had this mentality where I felt good guys, they finish last, and I just kind of just said stuff everything, and I went out and I went nuts. So I just mixed with the wrong crowd, mixed with the wrong people, and got myself involved in drugs and sex and alcohol, just the usual, going out and just getting smashed and partying and all that stuff. Around December, I'd say, 2017, I was diagnosed with a blood clot in my brain.
Wow. Man.
And the pain, I can't describe to you the pain. It was traumatizing pain. It was the most agonizing, traumatizing pain that I've ever had. It was like taking electric bolts to the head. Wow. It was just tormenting. I just ran to Mum, and I said, Mum, please pray for me. My mum got closer to God a couple of years prior to this, and so I was just desperate for God's healing. I was reaching out to God, and I said, God, I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever just to get healed. And I said, Mum, what else can I do to receive prayer quickly, to receive this healing? And she said, son, I recommend for you something, son. Just forgive your father. And when I did it, I felt just a big release come from my chest. And it was the best thing I've done. Not long after that, I had my supernatural encounter with God.
Wow.
I was at my workplace, and at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I start to see daylight.
What?
Daylight. Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Daylight. Yeah, I start seeing daytime, and I'm thinking, what's going on? Like, I felt the forgiveness, the love, the grace, the mercy, and the sacrifice, what Jesus did for us on the cross. After I got the test again, I met up with the doctor a week later, and he said to me, it doesn't look like we need to operate anymore. It's not what we thought it was.
Oh man.
I said, doctor, I know what it was. I got a supernatural healing, and God came and visited me at work.
If I was to leave you with the last word, and there were people maybe in your situation or have had elements of, say, depression, or there's been, drugs, alcohol, or some of the things
Yeah.
you went through. I'll leave you with the last word. What would you say to them if they were on that journey to find God?
I'll say to them that ask and you shall receive. If you have an open mind and an open heart, that's all you need, and God will work with you, and God and the Holy Spirit will mold you and take over, and the rest will be done with the guidance, the supernatural guidance and wisdom of the Holy Spirit that will touch you. But once you get that touch, once you open your heart, you will get that touch. I know you will.
So just ask.
Just ask, and just have an open heart to receive. Ask and have an open heart to receive.